So, I wanted to share with you some of the reason I feel so passionate about discussing leading and following, because I realized I haven't really done that yet. I haven't explained what the tie-in is besides just how important I feel it is and how misunderstood I think following is and how much room there is for us in the world to talk about it. And it's really this. All the lessons I've learned from being on the dance floor, from being an instructor and from leading and the stresses of leading and the stresses of following and worrying, am I going to step wrong? Am I going to interpret the lead correctly? All those same stresses are things that I've experienced outside of the dance floor as well. So I think it's fitting to talk about those lessons as they pertain to my experiences in life, in conversations, in the struggles that I've found myself dealing with in my efforts to be the best manager I could be, when I was struggling to reach some of my team members who had different ideas about how things should be done, or were critical of my leadership style, or frustrations I had, feeling squished in the middle, sometimes not knowing how to respond best to my own leader in terms of following what did my boss want and how to follow best, and sometimes feeling like I was feeling my way in the dark, not enough guidance or clarity, and scared to ask for clarification, scared to show my lack of understanding, scared to be vulnerable. And all those things are things that are present in the dance on the dance floor and also in our daily lives. And it can happen between parents and their kids, between siblings, between spouses, but it can happen in the work world, between you and your coworkers when you're working on a team project. Maybe you weren't choosing to work together, but you're forced to work together, and maybe your communication styles don't match up. But learning about different leadership styles is something that is pretty pervasive in our culture. If you go to the bookstore, there's lots of guidance and lots of different books about business and management and how to be successful and how to be a good leader. There's very little guidance about how to become a nuanced, present, contributing follower, how to make following an art form. So I guess that's where the passion for this is really seated in and rooted in, and this is what I hope I can bring to the world, because it feels like there are a lot of us out there wanting to be better at following, but following isn't celebrated. It isn't even recognized most of the time, unless you're doing it badly, and then it's not in a flattering light. Most of the time, following has been placed in sort of a derogatory category. But the truth is, you need to follow well, even as a successful leader, in order to be effective. So that's my goal, and that's why this is so important to me. And I have a lot to say on the subject, and I hope that you find it meaningful or valuable for you. I'm open to questions. You can reach me, message me. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or just comment right here on the video here on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever I post it. I'm looking forward to engaging with each of you and finding out what's concerning you, what's piqued your interest, what are you worried about, where do you feel that there's conflict in your life when it comes to communication, or whether it's on the dance floor, which I could be glad to coach you about dancing and how to follow better or how to lead better on the dance floor, or in a relationship outside the dance floor. Anyway, I look forward to having a meaningful dialogue about it, and I'm open to learning more and more as well. So anyway, this is the longest video I've made so far, and I hope it's a little bit clarifying about my goals. Anyway, it's a little late, so I'm going to call it good for now, but I look forward to sharing more and more with you. Thanks.